Hi guys, hope you're doing great. I have beaten the bullet and just come into the allotment and planted some of my crops. It's almost April. I think it's 2 more days to April, right? And the weather's been a bit okay. There've been some ups and downs in terms of the weather, in terms of how warm and how or cold it is, but generally it's okay. I'm in Birmingham, UK, and I don't think we're out of the frost. The last frost date is still around, I think May, early May. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of my tomatoes, cucumber, watermelon inside the polytunnel. Mind you, this is not all of my crops. I've got some in the greenhouse and I've got loads at home that I'm still saving. But because I have a lot and I'm running out of space now, right? So I've just decided to put some of them out. They're not too much, but I've dotted a few around. Probably like 3 watermelon, 2 cucumbers, some of the Roma and Maman, because I had loads of them. So I popped them in the ground. If they establish well and grow fine, good. If they don't grow fine, I have some still in the containers that I can transplant later. And those ones in the containers, about 3 of each of the variety I'm looking to grow, they're still at home. So where they're sheltered, where it's warm. So that's the plan, guys. I'm just here pouring things out. So I'll take you around so you see some of what I've done. Starting from here, I've popped in a Roma, very small, but I don't have any container to, well, I'm just being lazy. I don't want to put it in any other container. So I've popped it in the ground. Also, I've put one watermelon here. You could see it's still very small. It's not even grown the true leaf very well. But yeah, let's see what happens. I've put a maman there. I put another maman over here. And if you look through, you would see a couple, that's a cucumber. And right at the end, you have a watermelon. The spinach I planted, you could see they're also growing, but these ones are quite small compared to the ones in the greenhouse, because I planted them probably 2 weeks later and when it was a bit cold. Over there, that's a cucumber, that's a watermelon, and that's a tomato in the middle. So the tree over there, we have cucumber, tomato, watermelon. And this is what I've done in the polytunnel. I'm going to go into the greenhouse and I'll probably be doing the same in the greenhouse, putting out some cucumber and watermelon, the excess. You guys saw what happened with the watermelon. I had more than 30 of them germinated. I thought because they were old seeds, I might only get 10 to germinate, but more than 30. I don't even have space to put them. I'll try this year to just put them outside. And if they're eaten by slugs, it's okay. If they grow and give me fruits, the better. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna go into the greenhouse now and show you guys what I'll be doing over there. So we're now in the greenhouse and I want to show you guys what I've done in here. First, I'll show you the seedlings so you see how much we have, and then I'll show you what I've done already in here. I've just put some of the things straight into the ground, and probably we have one tomato in here, but mainly watermelon. Let's see. So that's one of the watermelon in there. Again, they are quite small, but I just decided to go this way. That's another one. This one have true leaf. It's not very big, but it's okay. Also, I'm conscious that the tray for the watermelon is too shallow, so they're kind of struggling. That's another one in there. And then I put these tomatoes in here with carrots around it. I don't know how that happened, but somehow I got carrots in the same place where I sowed the tomatoes. Okay, so this is how it's looking over here. I've put water again in the tray. This time I'm not going to water from the top, so I'll let the plants do the, take up the water by themselves from the bottom. And these are extras I brought from home. Look at those ones. Those are Roma. This one, see how many is in there, all packed together. Red cherry, and the 4 over there are sweet million. Yeah, I thought I had much space here. I'm thinking that maybe I'll take them back home again. Anyways, I've done some planting of them. I'll probably take. I've got some sweet million home. That's the thing. I've got a set of all of that home already. Anyways, I'll take it back home. I'll take it back home, and that's only because this tray where I have most of my stuff is all full. Right? There's no space to put anything else. The dahlias, I would need to transplant this. I need to transplant this. Oh, look at my spinach. It's doing quite well. All packed closely, so they're not going to grow very big. But you could see how much we got all out of this. Just this small tray, or I call it carton. Just that small. That's how it is. That's how much I have. Loads of spinach. And look at some other ones I brought from home. That's still tomatoes. I don't know what to do with them. I think I'll just put those two in the ground. And look at the watermelon. Still have loads of them to plant. And I'll take them home. I'll take them back home. I think that's what I'll do. So let's see what we could do. I'll quickly put some of these back into the ground, and yeah, I think that's all I'll do today, and water them. We'll put them in the ground, water them. If they do stay and nothing happens to them, fine. If they don't, then I've got backup, and the main ones at home growing very well, which I'll always find a way to plant anyways, because they are the main crops. They are the ones that have been pampered, so it's expected that they're gonna do a lot better. Okay. Yeah, I've got loads of lettuce to harvest. Better do that before they start bolting. But first off, I'm gonna put this mamand straight into the ground. If they grow fine, good. If they suffer, then that's it for them. Yeah, because they're quite small, I'll be burying them very deep. Almost the whole length of this small plant is going to go into the ground. Okay. That's one done. Put my label down. The other one. Oh, there's a watermelon here. Come this way. There's another one. So that's 2 tomatoes planted. Yeah, this costolutos. I'll leave this one for another day. I'll leave them for another day. Should be fine. Should be fine another week. So in order to save space, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll take it out of this larger container. Yeah, because I'm running out of space at home, so I'll use the smaller one. I'll split it into 2. Okay, so I'm splitting it into 2, and then I'll put it in this smaller container. Put it in there, and it would be fine. And anywhere there's space, I'll just put a bit of compost in. Yeah, so there's just a little bit of space over here. I'm gonna put compost in there. So I'll put the other one over here, and just like that, I've got my costoluto next to my Roma. And this is not something you could do for all plants, but it's okay for tomato. Tomato is quite rugged. They'll be fine. So all I need now is the compost, which I don't have. I'll use this old compost. Use the old compost from the cucumber. Still have some cucumber trying to germinate over here, but don't think I need any more. Got more than enough. So that's it done. I've got Romas and costolutos in here. Put them in here, let them get some water quickly before we leave. And I'll take them back home with me. So it then means I'm only taking 2 small containers back home instead of this big one. I still haven't moved this sunflower. I guess I might have to plant them this way. They're gonna stay there another I don't know, maybe another week. So this is it, guys. There's a lot happening in terms of plants, but I'm running out of time, so I can't show you guys anymore apart from what I've shown today. I will grab some harvest. Hopefully I'll be able to maybe take a photo of that or include a video of that at the end. I'll grab a harvest of the spinach, of the water leaf, and also the kale. I need to harvest the kale. If not, I'll run into the same problem like last time where they run to seed. So this is it for this week. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for sticking to the end. Thanks for your continuous support. And if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you again some other time. Thank you and bye-bye. That's the kale harvest from the polytunnel. Let's see what we can get from the greenhouse. Normally you want to pick the leaves out one at a time, or take the whole pack off so it continues to grow. But I'm running out of time, so I just cut them all up and make sure I leave a little bit behind, you know, the fresh growth, the center part. I leave that, and that should ensure this continues to grow, or at least gives me another set. So I'm cutting, but I'm not cutting too low. So look at this one here. That's the middle. That's supposed to grow, continue growing, right? So what I've just clipped is this leaf here and that leaf there. Normally you want to pick them one at a time, or pull the whole stalk out, you know, with the roots and all. But I still want it to grow some more. Let's see what's going to happen. I for other times I've cut it like this, what happens is the middle one will grow, but the leaf might not be as big as the first set that was growing that I've now cut, right? But also with spinach, as the weather gets hotter, what you discover is it starts bolting, you know, wanting to run to seed. So hence the reason I'm harvesting it now. And also because I planted tightly, right? It's mine is tightly packed, no space at all. I'm gonna take this baby spinach, and that will be good for me. I'm just gonna water this, and I should see some more growth in another week or two. So let me get the lettuce, and that'll be all for today. So the same way I harvested the spinach is how I'm gonna harvest the lettuce also. I don't have time to pick them out one by one, so I'm using a scissors, but I'm not cutting to the very bottom. I'm trying to cut till, I don't know how to measure. I don't know how to measure. I can't call how many inches this is. But anyways, the point is, I'm not cutting right to the very bottom. I'm leaving a bit of gap, you know, so the lettuce can grow again. And this lettuce is going to be here until the tomatoes come in and starts, you know, overshadowing it. And even at that, I will leave it unless it starts to struggle. When it gets too hot and it starts running to seed. Oh, sorry about that, I'm just trying to clear my throat. So I'll carry on and I'll show you guys the total harvest. There's still more to go. I've only done this bit over here, just over here. I still have all this bit to harvest. Okay guys, this is how it now looks. Okay, I can't pick everything from the floor because I'm just going to be picking up compost. So I will leave those ones. The slugs will come and eat them. The ones that they don't eat, they're going to break down and feed the soil. But that's my harvest of water leaf. Over at this end, we have spinach, but most of this bag, at least three quarter of the bag, is kale. Both the Romanesco and the perennial kale, which I got from an allotment neighbor. Okay, so this is it, and I'll catch you again some other time. Bye guys, bye.